Hi mates, welcome back to this an amazing hood, first cry in motherhood. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. If you're a returning subscriber, then of course thank you so much for stopping by. So guys, on today's video, I really want to share, first of all, my disclaimer. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not pediatrician, I'm just a mother who is learning things, small things here and there through experience and through motherhood. So on my today's video, I really want to share, guys, the reason why I'm even pushed to share this Weaning video is I'm in a group, and yo guys, aki mothers, mother where the stress mothers go through just for their babies to eat, even just finding that menu for baby to eat. Oh god, it's a hassle. I used to think that finding an adult menu is harder. I'm telling you, finding baby's food, of course it's the simplest things, but it is god. Anyway guys, so on today's video I want to go with you to the kitchen, and I want to make a very simple, the simplest meal you can think of when you want to make your baby food. It's the simplest ingredient you have in your kitchen, and it's really the simplest, and it's the most nutritious food, guys. So like I told you, my experience is based on things I do daily, just checking online, reading, researching, checking what people do. When I see a mom explaining something, then I go and check, is it really okay for my baby? Then I also come and try it with my baby. If my baby is okay with it, then yeah, we go with it, we run with it. So come with me as I share some simple meal that I would also eat, guys. I don't know if you're looking at me very well. If I compare my videos, my previous videos, a few months down the line, guys, I was I was big. Yeah, I was big. I don't know whether I should blame it on baby fat or just I should blame it on, that katam where you don't know. Yeah, you're doing something because you don't know, or you're doing something based on what you hear people say, and that has been there in society. Yeah, but I am so happy. I've lost quite a number of kilos, and this meal I would also eat it. So I'm making it a meal that a baby would eat, and a meal that I'm going to also eat as a form of, yeah, we're not so strict, but yeah, we try here and there. So guys, you guessed right. So I have my 3 eggs. Those are the ingredients. Then I have my avocado, and this is the soup from the bone broth from the meat. Yeah, but this one is specifically meant for baby, but also an adult. It's also cool. I used to do this. I used to take this when I was breastfeeding back then, but for now I kind of try to prioritize it on him. So the oil of the day, guys, I'm still struggling with transitioning. So this is tallow. This is tallow oil, mainly from beef. Yeah, if you haven't watched the video where I was making tallow, you can go and watch it. And then this is ghee. I think ghee is the oil that you get from milk. Yeah, the one that's normally found in Shago. Yeah, from the up country. Yeah, so this one is what I'm currently using for baby. Yeah, so we are still struggling from transitioning. So let me just start on with it. So guys, for baby's food, I normally add salt. Of course, I know this is a debate for so many people out there. There are people who are saying you shouldn't add salt. For me, I do. I have my reasons, and my oil is ready. So yeah. So because for baby's food, I will be making scrambled, and then you just let it cook under low heat for a few minutes. Then you keep stirring, and you will add some water if you don't have this is the bone soup, for a few minutes under medium low heat. In the meantime, let's make our avocado. So guys, in the meantime, something else that I would I think I will just start talking about weaning from here. So basically for me, I started weaning at 6 months and a few weeks, and if I remember so well, my first meal was peas. Yeah, maminji. Yeah, the green peas. And from the look from the look of things, my baby, I kind of knew my baby was not going to refuse food because of the appetite. And yeah, we just started off that way. For me, I really didn't start with porridge. Porridge came later on. So guys, as the food continues to cook under medium low heat, so of course I've told you guys I started feeding baby food at 6 months. I did exclusive breastfeeding. Clap for me, guys. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. Every mama knows that breastfeeding for 6 months, it's not easy, guys. You just give up along the way, and it's not like you give up because you want to, but because you can't keep up with the supply. And there's so many things that is just around, you know, breastfeeding. And something else before I get into the weaning that I forgot, when I was at the hospital, the first breast that I was told to put baby on was the right one, the one that, you know, you don't feel comfortable most of the time, because most of us, we like the left one. So I was told the moment even you as a mom, instincts will always just show you give baby the left side. So I was always told every time you want to breastfeed, start with the right one. Yes, because most of the time this right one for me didn't even have that much milk compared to this other side. That is a tip that I was also told. Something else was, guys, breastfeeding for almost 1 hour, just one breast, 1 hour, yeah. And you change to the other side. Of course I didn't really follow it throughout, you know, 6 months. You give up along the way, and it's just so draining. But for pumping, I think you do the same. Yeah, guys, so back to the 6 months feeding. So after giving baby peas, of course he kind of didn't like it, but he liked it. It was a bittersweet moment. And for me, I used to give 1 meal a day. That is for the first 6-7 months. I will show you a chart here that you can use if at all you want to. Yeah, it can guide you. So I used to give 1 meal a day and complement with breastfeeding. Yeah, and that is when I also introduced water. Of course, mothers always ask, like, what food should I start with? What for me, guys, I think I would just start with food that is within your reach. Because imagine me telling you start with fish, and you're in maybe Turkana, like you're in a place where you can't even get that fish. Start with less sweeter foods. Don't start with bananas, mangoes, you know, those sweet foods. You don't know the harm you're doing to yourself, you as a mom, because you will always get frustrated every time you make that food and baby doesn't even want to eat it. So yeah, start with less sweeter foods. It will really do you good. Something else is, hey, I know this one maybe will have different opinions, but for me, for the first 6 months, I wasn't really so much on the carbohydrate thing, because I saw somewhere, or I did my research, that so long as baby is not active, you know, when he's just sitting, sleeping, there is not much movement going on in terms of crawling, moving with things, you know, there is no need of putting them through the carbohydrates, you know, the complex carbohydrates, or even to make it worse, even the processed ones, you know them, yeah, the ones that you get from the supermarkets, you know them, the processed ones. There is no need. So for me, I was doing much of the protein and vegetables. My main fruit up to this moment is avocado, because avocado is just a whole meal. It has what you could ask for in most of these fruits. So a vegetable you can do kienyeji, spinach, cabbage. You know, for me, I even gave baby fermented cabbage, but in terms of the pudding, yeah, that one. Kienyeji, don't just stick to spinach alone. You can do kienyeji and all that. The mrenda, the one that, yeah, that one. Yeah, it's good. And remember, yeah, water. This is approximately 1.5 liters. If you can have these 3 in a day, yeah. So guys, as we continue, I was talking about giving more protein and vegetable for the first 6 months. Of course, when the baby starts to, let me just do something. When the baby starts to be more active, then you can introduce the carbohydrates. And carbohydrates is complex. I don't know what's the name. Okay, nduma, sweet potato, pumpkin, butternut. What else? Just the beans, very nice. What? Green grams, lentils, Yeah, those are the complex one. Avoid the green bananas. Yeah, those ones. So I think the ratio is 2 to 1 1. 2 meaning 2 protein. Protein should be more. Carbohydrates, then vegetables. Yes, something else is hey, this is something I came to realize a bit not so late, but a few months down the line, that you're not supposed to mix baby's food. You see the way we mash baby's food, we mix eggs, we want to put their daisy, we want to put their avocado, then we mix everything together. You're not supposed to do that. Actually, you're supposed to use limits. It is meant to portion your baby's food. So with this bigger part, this one should be having protein, and then a bit of carbohydrates and a bit of vegetable. Yeah, so you're not supposed to mash everything together. It interferes with the nutrients that is found in each of the foods. And then blending your baby's, those foods, it also interferes with the fibers and all that, like so many things, guys. Don't cook baby's food with milk, because especially the ones that have high iron content, milk has a tendency of reducing the iron content. Yeah, if you want to do your research, go and do more about it. If you've heard of the finger foods, for me, I started giving baby food from the word go. Of course, I really wanted to practice baby-led weaning, but I don't know. At the end of the day, you just want to see your baby full. Other than, rather than playing with food and throwing them on the floor. Of course, they can play with the food, but after, they are fed and all that. So you can introduce finger foods, probably, simultaneously. Like avocado, you cut them into bigger pieces. Carrots. What else? You just cut the food in a manner that baby can hold and eat by himself. Hey, this one I know I will be attacked by so. Well, hey, give baby food when hungry. Yeah, please. Okay, it works for me personally. Giving baby food when hungry. This one is I've seen a couple of trends where baby wakes up first thing in the morning, porridge. At 10, ideally yogurt. 12, baby eats. At 4, baby takes a fruit or a pudding, avocado precisely. At 6 or 7, baby eats. At night when they're going to sleep, milk. Guys, and Makiu, maybe this baby is not even so active. So active. He or she has not even started playing outside, and all that. And you're here putting baby, oh my God, I don't even know how to put this. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, guys. It's not a bad thing. But if your baby is refusing to eat or even vomiting that food, there's a reason. My baby has vomited on me a couple of times. And one could be maybe he's just reacting to that food. 2, maybe I overfeed him. 3, maybe I gave, so much food within a short time. I just want you to imagine. What I came to realize is, I remember, let me give an example. I remember I gave my baby food in the morning at around 10. So after feeding, he goes to shower, then he sleeps. And then he wakes up later. So that's when I give him water. So this particular day, I did the same. And then at 2, he was a bit restless, and then he ended up vomiting. So what got me curious was, at 2, and I gave this baby food at 10 a.m., whatever he vomited was food. This food had not even started to digest. So you can imagine, baby took porridge, baby took yogurt, baby took food, baby ate quite a lot of food. This food has not even digested, has not even started working on him or herself, and you're already tucking in more. And whenever they vomit, you come up with another food and give them, guys. Actually, for me, whenever he vomits, I don't give him more food. I just give him water, and that's it. We just stay for a couple of times. If it's at night, we don't give food. He just drinks water and sleeps till the next day. So please, give baby food when hungry. Yeah. Then something else is, this one I think I was recommended to by a pediatrician or something, that actually you're supposed to even give baby a whole food in the morning. Yeah, you see the way in the morning you would eat ugali and eggs or ugali and meat and all that. Yeah, talked about putting salt. I put salt in his food, and then also water. I don't give him water immediately after eating. I've done that a couple of times, and yeah, he vomited all the foods. I also give him fermented cabbage, for just building immunity and gut health and all that. And then I know. Being consistent with giving your baby food. I know maybe today you might try give him something. For me, I started giving him avocado. The first couple of weeks, he was like, no, I don't want that avocado. But, I never gave up. This is just to tell you that don't give up. If maybe today you made the perfect meal, and maybe didn't even want it, don't give up. Just keep making that food. One day he will be like, okay, now today let me eat. Or maybe whatever is disturbing him will be resolved. And then he will just, go back to eating. Like porridge. Then if baby doesn't want to eat, don't force. Case study, I used to force, and they just end up throwing everything on yourself. Yeah. And then you can also later on you can also start eating with the baby. When he sees or she sees you eating, it will also be like opening his mouth. So I think that has really worked for me. I try to eat something when I'm feeding him. Um uh for the yogurt, I've not started giving him yogurt, and I would really feel like if I'm to give him yogurt, then I would make my own homemade yogurt. Guys, this is for people who I know someone might feel like, hey, you're being too extra, like you even want to make yogurt at home. But yeah, for me, guys, I think I'm really struggling. Right now when everyone is really trying to eat healthy, trying to be fit, trying to change their lifestyle and all that because of this so many lifestyle diseases. I was like, why not try to start this, practice this on my baby as I start practicing on myself, because for him it will be really good for him. So if I'm to make yogurt, I would really give him homemade yogurt, not the ones that we get from the stores. Porridge. Do I give my baby porridge every day? No. For me, I treat porridge as a luxury. I don't really give him every day. I get my porridge at, if you're in Nairobi, I guess maybe Kirinyaga Millers. Yeah, that's why I get the baby's porridge, the flour. And one thing that really caught my eye was I remember requesting for the porridge, for the flour, sorry. Like 4 days to him reaching 6 months. I wanted to try. I wanted to start immediately after he gets to 6 months, because that was the food that I was like, okay, let's try with porridge. And I was so surprised that at at uh at that time they were like, they can't give me the flour until baby clocks 6 months. And you have to go with a birth certificate or a notification for them to see that surely your baby is 6 months plus. Yeah, it kind of made me feel like for them it's not about selling and the money and all that. Like they have to really check, is the baby 6 months plus to take this porridge. And they have categories. They have a porridge that is meant for 6 months to I think 1 year or something. Yeah, so that really caught my eye. And for me, okay, like I said, porridge is, I give him like once or twice a week. Yeah, yes. And something else is make it authentic and organic as possible if you can. Yeah, if you can, your baby will really thank you one day. Like just make that meal, even if it's just make baby meal, that whatever you're eating you can as well make it for baby. But don't go with so many spices, of course. That is not even good for your health in the first place. So for me, I make baby what I eat, simply because I'm trying to, I'm starting to, trying to get to that level of eating healthy. And I'm also currently low on carbs. I'm not really taking much of the carbohydrates, but yes, I'm still struggling with the chapos and all that, and rice and all that. But I'm trying. Yeah. So, guys, I think about weaning, I think I said almost everything that I've done so far. We're not really struggling with constipation much. Yeah, baby is eating so well. I thank God. His appetite is okay. He's really adding weight. There is no time I've ever gone to the clinic and I'm being told like, you have to do this. It's concerning and all that. Every time baby adds weight, and I'm so happy. Even height. And I just learned this from someone, that your baby needs to be adding weight and height. Yeah, so that they don't. If that is not happening, then there is a problem somewhere. And so far so good. I'm always open to doing practical things, because everything is a learning process. So yeah, if your baby is not eating well, just try to be patient and just find out. Don't, you know you would don't stack in a lot of carbohydrates. Like maybe let's say you're making bananas and minced meat, and minced meat is only like maybe these 2 spoons, and then banana is taking the bigger portion. Those are just energy giving food, and you're just giving baby energy, and your baby needs bodybuilding foods for them to even grow their muscles, their mass muscles. So yeah, just invest more in the protein and vegetables. Carbohydrates, just put a small portion on it, and yeah, it will be okay. So guys, let me see whatever is. Yeah guys, so I think that was it. Thank you so much for being with me. I wish you well in your winning journey. Thank you so much, and yeah, see you on the next one.